Hello, sister friends. This is episode 2, and we are talking about Mary speed dating, Kody taking no responsibility, Robin being as unhappy as ever, and a victim again. Janelle being over Kody in so many ways. It's so good. And Christine moving McKelty and Tony to the other side of the country. We're all a little bit happier than she is. Let's talk about it. So it opens up with Jen talking to Mary. It is so good. It is so good. We talked about this when we watched it last night live. In my opinion, I think Jen is a huge part and reason for why Mary is who she is right now. I know Mary's had a lot of therapy, and you can tell, and you can hear the therapy speak, and you can hear her talk through things as a therapist would. And I've always said, Mary is such a different person. I want to know who her therapist is. I want to go to her. However, last night is the first time that I really, truly realized just how good a friend Jen is, because I think she is significantly rubbing off on Mary. Jen is funny. Now, Mary is funny. Mary is the funniest of all of the sister wives. Jen brings out the best of Mary. Jen brings out Mary's playful side and Mary's humorous side. And that's what turns Mary into the Mary that I like and I'd want to hang out with. Quite frankly, I really want to hang out with Jen because Jen's a hoot.
Want me to sit with you like on your first date? I'm going to be the guy. What's a hobby or skill you've always wanted to pick up but haven't yet?
Fly an airplane.
Boom, good job. If you could pick one superpower, what would it be?
I don't know.
Invisibility.
Really?
Yes, I could commit a crime and no one would see me.
Oh, isn't that one of my questions I'm supposed to ask? You
Don't ask what crimes have been convicted of because it could be overturned or they might not have been caught yet.
I just have to ask them what the crime they've committed.
What crimes? I don't want to just choose the most basic one.
Her dry delivery in her sense of humor, I love. I love a dry sense of humor. And Jen, well, she's funny. So Mary starts her speed dating journey, but we'll come back to that. Right now, the show breaks away and it goes to Kody. What do you think he's doing? Is he driving in a car? Is he cutting a tree? Is he trying to figure out how to do things in the house? With a very confused face. All are very good possibilities. If you said cutting down a tree, you win. Yes, we are cutting down a tree again for the 52nd time in Sister Wives history. I don't know. I guess he used to work in logging, but don't loggers replant trees? For every tree they cut down, don't they replant another one? I see no replanting ever happening. I just see him clearing trees. Trees are a commodity. They even said with Coyote Pass, well, the property that has the trees on it is most likely worth more money. Most likely, because trees are expensive, especially if they're mature trees. Try to buy one of those big things and haul it over to your house and put it in the ground. Thousands upon thousands of dollars. Not worth it. But Kody cuts them all down. Now Kody has cut down more trees on his property so that they can look at Coyote Pass, which is now going to have other people's homes that are just built on it. Guess what? He just decreased the value of his property and wasted a lot of time. Okay, moving on. So as he's cutting down a tree, Janelle's talking about how she's frustrated. He is not moving on this property, and it's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years since Kody and I have split up. And still, we are not on all the titles of the property. I've been asking for that forever.
He and Robin are on the majority of it. So she's like, can we fix the names on the title so we can just sell it? 2 years. Oh my gosh. It is so maddening to just watch the show and see how he drags his feet on everything. How he can't make a decision. How even when he has a decision, he doesn't really move on it. The only decisions he makes, moving. Every couple of years, that boy moves. He's got more ants in his pants than anybody I know. It's like his life catches up to him and he realizes all the stuff he has to do, so he feels like, let's just pick up and move to a new location and we're going to start fresh. And now I have no responsibilities here because I'm in a new environment. And then eventually life catches up to him and he realizes he's got things to do and responsibilities, and bills to pay, and boom, let's move again. Well, this season we are getting ready to see him do his third move in Sister Wives history. And from reading the book, they moved at least 5 times before that. I think more. All right, now, I said Janelle is over Kody. Here's our first taste of that.
I mean, look, ideally, this would be simple. He just has to add us all the title. It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
I love in this particular clip, she points out how stupid he is. So Kody's cutting the log, turns off the power to it, and looks up, and there's Robin. Oh, hi. Come on, TLC. Do better.
Hi. Hi. That smell always reminds me of growing up in Montana.
So monotone.
The production value's dropping. Maybe they know it's their last year. It's Puddle Monkey. Puddle Monkey. Do better. Come on. So Kody throws Robin under the bus. Yep. It's been 2 years since I've done anything with the title. Well, that's because little Missy over here won't let me.
I want to be done with Coyote Pass. Robin she's been just struggling to let go of the dream.
First of all, it was Kody's dream. It really wasn't anyone else's dream. Because you know that woman did not want to live in one big house with everybody else. There's no way. You know, Robin always gets her way, right? And the way the land is divided up, like 3/4 of it goes to her and Kody, maybe more. And that's just because Kody put her name on more stuff to begin with. And then Christine gave her part of the property to Kody. Kody and Robin are together. So right now she owns the vast majority of this property. I guarantee you she has been dragging her feet for 2 years because she's so used to always getting what she wants and she wants to keep Coyote Bass. So she just thinks, if we just don't do anything, the other wives will give up. Because that's the MO that Kody has always done. That's what she's seen him do with the other wives. Christine just admitted it. Kody nags and nags and nags and nags until you finally just throw your hands up and say, okay, yes, I'll agree with you. Because I just want this to be over with. He can't see somebody else's point of view, so when it comes to an argument, he just keeps pushing forth his point of view, his point of view, his point of view.
That's maddening.
And sadly, it's worked. Because it's worked for so many years, he just keeps doing it. Robin decides, I'm gonna stand firm. I'm gonna get this property. They're the meanies for leaving this family, so the least they can do is just give us that little bit of property that their name is on. Janelle and Mary have said, divide the land equally. They're not giving up. And now the cameras are back. And Robin has to justify why she's been dragging her feet for 2 years. So she's finally giving in. Now, you know before the filming of this, they already agreed that they were going to sell this property. So sadly, we have to sit through them acting like she still doesn't want to get rid of the property. But then suddenly, within 10 minutes time, she's like, oh, okay. She drags her feet for 2 years. And then all of a sudden, after a 5-minute conversation, she's on board. I don't think so.
It's really hard to say, okay, I'm done, especially since we didn't do it. We did nothing. God, I need to get over this. It is what it is.
Okay.
It's just hard.
It's all staged. I'm a victim.
Being so close, I just kept going out there and putting my good energy and just going, okay, we're going to get out here. We're going to get out here.
And that's why it didn't sell. Robin was going out there to put out her energy onto the property, which she refers to as good energy. We've never seen good energy come out of her. So it's Robin energy.
End of the road. Nothing to do. And no hope of things getting better.
It is obvious why the land is still undeveloped.
I'm not actually sure I ever had the dream of us all being out on Coyote Pass.
Come again?
I could see myself out there. It's a beautiful piece of property. Why not? Nobody really wanted to live out there.
I'm so confused.
I'm really confused by this little bit by Janelle. I never really wanted to do it. Nobody really wanted to do it. But you said differently. So were you lying then? Or did you change your mind? Because I don't think you're lying now. I don't know. That whole little bit confuses me. I have to say, confuses me. It's not like Janelle. Janelle is very firm in what she believes, and she says it as truth. And I feel like this is the first time in Sister Wives history I've heard her contradict herself. So Kody, who's dragging his feet for 2 years and preventing the women from getting their profits and the money out of this and move forward with their lives, take that money to invest in something, to put a down payment on something. For 2 years, they're waiting for him. And he's got the nerve to say this.
Maybe when this sells, they'll be so happy that they'll be nice.
I never thought the man had balls. Now we're greeted to theater by Robin. Robin is taking a lesson from Kody's book. He must have been training her. If you don't want to talk, just act. And just say words that don't really make any sense. Here's Robin trying to explain, I don't even know what.
Seems like there's a lot of miscommunication that happens really quickly and really easily.
You're repeating yourself.
You know, those little firecrackers, you just light one off and there's like a string of them and they go pop, 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 and they just kind of light each other off. Whoa, 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 whoa.
They've been trying to get Kody to sell the property. He hasn't sold the property. It's pretty cut and dry, but Robin will always say, there's such a lack of communication in her family. The woman who no longer speaks her mind ever. The woman who won't pick up a phone and talk to any of Kody's kids. So he has a bad relationship with them. That doesn't mean that she needs to as well. She can be picking up the phone and contacting them. Absolutely she can.
Got that right.
And it would actually help build a bridge for Kody to get good graces again with his kids. But no, she doesn't. She thinks she's such a great communicator. All she does is speak Kody, which is gibberish. Proof of that? Here she goes.
Like, hey, snap, she didn't mean that. Hey, he didn't mean that. Hey, well.
Gibberish. The worst communicator of them all. No, okay. Second to Kody. So Kody says, maybe after I agree to sell off this land, the other wives will stop being petty. And then Robin acts like, I've got so much I could say here right now, but I'm just going to look like this, like, because she can't communicate.
Let's just be nice. What?
Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
She never tells us what she's really thinking or feeling. She's annoying and useless. Get rid of her. She's a gnat. Off the show.
I have this wife. Her name is Robin. She's got a conscience that is angelic and very close to God. And she would never let me do anything naughty.
All the things you've said and done in relation to your kids, she's never let you say, right. And then Kody with his new front 4 fake teeth, which are a different color from the rest of his teeth. Do they not have good dentists in Flagstaff? I don't know. Does more acting for us.
As bad as I want to do it. I'd say it 100 times probably. I'm sorry, but this is...
Real tears. We see real tears. What are the real tears for? Land. Land. As it was pointed out on Sunday night when we were watching it live together, somebody said, we didn't see a tear or even a fake cry for Garrison during that whole time. All those episodes, nothing. She was as cold could be. But here, crying over the property because it's money. Right now, I own 3/4 of it. That's worthy of tears in Robin's world. Stop playing the victim. Just try to find a little joy in your life. I mean, come on.
I have to move on. Kody mostly wants to sell. Janelle wants to sell. Mary wants to sell. But it feels really wrong. I feel like I'm betraying myself and the family or something.
That made no sense whatsoever. They said move on. They said move on. They said move on. They said move on. But I feel like if I do, I'm betraying them. You're betraying them by not moving on. They're all saying move on. So you moving on is doing what everyone is saying. Your words make no sense. She is speaking Kody more and more every day. I swear he's teaching her. She's going to Kody class. That's what she's doing. She's going to Kody class. We have a new term, people. I just cloned it here and now. Kody class. Robin goes to Kody class. She's learning how to act and pretend. And she's learning to put a bunch of words together to remain a victim, even though those words make no sense.
I didn't have a lot of heartache before we moved here.
Well, I did. I had a lot of hard times before.
Wait. I was a victim. I was a victim. I haven't been happy. I haven't been happy since we've been here. And if we move, I'm not going to be happy there because heartache is everywhere. And before we moved here, when we were back in Vegas, I wasn't happy there either.
I don't know, you have heartache wherever you go.
I have no joy. I have no happiness. It's always been that way. It'll always be that way. So therefore, why are we asking Robin's opinion, Kody? Just do whatever you want. She's never going to be happy.
Maybe.
Or maybe after time.
I just want enough space for our kids to feel like they can come and be around and have space. And
I agree.
one day when your kids
Decide they want to come over.
Okay, we've done a 180 now. We went from I can't do it, heartache's going to follow me everywhere to, okay, maybe. Here's the criteria that I need. We need a home that's big enough for our kids. So her criteria is that she has enough for all her kids to come back. Well, that would be a 6-bedroom house. So it's okay, I'll move. But I need a 6-bedroom home. I need bigger. Because someday they might get married and want to come back and visit. The most ridiculous argument I heard yet.
have space. And
I agree.
one day when your kids
Decide they want to come over.
But she seems to think that a big house is going to change the way they feel about Kody. Because really, they're not talking to him right now because of square footage. That's what's going to make the difference. More square footage, relationship repaired. The itty bitty little 5-bedroom, 5,000 square foot home they have, that was reason to not get along with Dad and not speak to him. That's why. His house was too small. Brilliant, Robin. But because Kody thinks Robin is so brilliant, he cosigns.
Interesting.
Palate cleanser, we go back to Mary doing speed dating. And nobody seems to be a real good match.
Married quite young. I was
I was
22.
22. I was 19.
Yeah.
So you're very young. How old are
Yeah,
you?
37.
37?
Yeah.
You could almost be my kid.
Yeah.
This is weird.
So Kody, hyped up on something again, explains speed dating to us. Now, I will say, last night when we were watching it, I think it was Alexandria, somebody in the chat wrote, oh my gosh, she's talking so fast.
The concept of speed dating? Well, that's pretty much what I was doing in my life before I was married. Was just speed dating. I'd ask a girl out on a date. We'd go on 1 or 2 dates. Usually just one, because I was a little too weird for him.
Oh, it would be less than 1 if it were me. 2 minutes. I'd be waving the white flag. And then at the end, Ron comes by. Mary meets Ron. And Ron is the full package. He's 6 feet tall. He's good looking. He's an easy conversationalist. He loves his family. He's a grandfather to 1 child. He loves the beach, but he also loves the mountains. He loves dogs. He checks every box on Mary's list.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. I'm Ron.
Hi, Ron. I'm Mary. Good to meet you.
I really, really, really hope that she starts dating him. I think they're perfect. Just like David is the good yin to Christine's yang in terms of their personalities, I think that would be the same thing here. We'll see. So we cut to Tony and McKelty's house. Every opportunity to get on the show, they take it. And they're getting ready to move to the other side of the country. And that's all it is them talking about that. Not much to say.
It's like Aspen and Isabel don't have kids yet, and they're not going to have kids for a while, and I want my kids to have cousins. Plus, we'll be close to Maddie.
She's saying that the reason she's moving over there is because her kids don't have any cousins. All the cousins are in North Carolina. Well, we now know that Aspen had a little boy. Was it a boy or a girl? I think it was a boy. And she's close with Aspen. She's become closer with Maddie since they had kids, but she's real close with Aspen. So was it for Tony to play out his dreams of being a chess teacher? Or was it because the cousins were there? They were going for Tony's job, which is teaching people to play chess.
But also, Tony needs to pursue his chess career.
You're like wife of the century,
Oh, I know.
letting him have a chess career. Sorry, I shouldn't do that.
Christine. Queen Christine was a good line. Letting him have a career.
He makes money.
Kelty goes, he makes money. Oh, that's the worst defense she could have said. He makes money. Some. He's moving his whole family on the other side of the country. away from grandma, who's a built-in babysitter, and the one that loves them the most besides themselves, moving away from his family as well. Yeah, to play chess.
No, I don't think Tony McKelty ever really considered plural marriage. I think we gave off the image that plural marriage was easy. I actually had a relative get after me once for making plural marriage look easy, and I went, no, we didn't.
Why does he keep doing that? Why is he doing that? Annoying. It's annoying. Just want to smack him and say, come down. Take his supplements away before he does these couch interviews because, well, I guess it's good for TLC because it's riling us up, isn't it?
For me, it's the chess capital of the U.S.
Ooh.
I'm someone who works in chess, makes content, and teaches and coaches. For me, moving out there is like so exciting because that's like the hub.
I think I'm going to tell my husband that I really love oranges. And the hub of oranges would be in Orange County, Florida, or California. I'll be kind and say that Florida is closer. So, yeah, I want to move to Florida because I like oranges. And that's the hub. You notice he also says, I make content about it. You can make content anywhere. I'm making content about sister wives from Ohio. They have no connection to Ohio. And yet here I am. But listen, Tony got a job. I don't know how much he was working before. Christine asks McKelty, did you tell Dad? And she said, yeah, I told him. And I told him he and Robin should come up and see us before we leave, but it didn't happen. Christine apologizes on behalf of Kody. Kody has a really good explanation why he couldn't see the only grandchildren that he's permitted to see. And one of the few kids that he still gets along with, he couldn't do it. Now, I tell you, they knew about this move a few months before they made the move because they were talking about it on Patreon for a long time. And she had her townhouse listed there for a while. So this wasn't, oh my gosh, his job starts next week. We got to go this weekend. No, he had ample time to go see his kids. He didn't. Why?
So we were trying to see them in St. George. They had plans that they couldn't change, and we had plans that we couldn't change, and we just never were able to make the contact.
Liar. First of all, why was he making them go from Salt Lake City down to St. George? They weren't living in St. George at the time. So right away, he's like, I need you to come a couple hours closer to us. Guess what? They've got 3 babies. They couldn't just pick up at a whim and do it at any point. Kody doesn't understand that. They had to change their plans once and we had to change our plans. And before I knew it, 3 months went by. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to see her. The more he speaks, the worse things sound. I think he thinks he gave an explanation for why he didn't go see his kid. If my daughter called me up today and said, I have to move to Texas next week, I would say, okay, I'm on my way. What day this week do you need me down there? I will come over. I will help you pack. I will drive to Texas if I have to. I will figure out a way to rearrange my life and make it work. But Kody and Robin couldn't do it for months.
I think most of the relationships between me and my adult children are strained.
You think or you know? Kody, how is it that you don't even know how your relationships are with your kids? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because you never call them or talk to them. So you don't know what they think or feel about anything because you don't ask them. And I would venture to say that even when you do connect with them, you don't ask them about themselves. You don't ask them about what they think or care about. You don't ask them what they're feeling. I just had a clip the other day. It was Gabe talking to his dad and saying how frustrated he was that he was never told anything about these COVID rules. And Kody said, well, I called you. And Gabe's like, well, yeah, but when you called me, we'd talk politics or we'd talk about what is happening in the world. Kody doesn't know how to connect with people because he doesn't care. There's the truth of it. He doesn't care what other people think or feel or even what they're doing.
Damn right.
Not unless it affects him and his life. How do you not know if you're getting along with your kids? How do you not know if you're... It's
an issue of trash talk and innuendo, and it has challenged loyalties and trust on all sides.
No innuendo, Kody. No innuendo. No trash talk. When they speak the truth, about how you behave. That is not called trash talking. It's called trying to keep you accountable. It's called them sharing their feelings and how what you're saying and doing is hurting them and making them feel. It is not trash talk. Makes me so angry when he says that. Kody, just because you say it doesn't make it true, because it's not. Get out of your delusional state. Wake up, Kody.
Grow up.
Talking like this too, he's really struggling with his new teeth. Isabel comes over and gives a hug goodbye to Mykelti, and it's very sweet, and Isabel cries, and it's just really touching to see how close Christine's kids are. I know Janelle's kids are just as close, and I know that across the barrier of them that they're very close too, but I think the nuclear families are incredibly close.
Are you crying? Yes. Are you crying? Yes. It is a bit rude that once I leave North Carolina, everyone's moving out there.
Oh, Isabel, that's such a good point. Poor girl. And in the Talking Head interview right before this, Mykelti did just say, leaving Isabel in Aspen is going to be very difficult because they are my best friends. Sister friends, we are halfway through the episode, and I just want to remind you that you can support this channel by becoming a channel member. There's 3 different tier levels, and you can check them out down below. You can also click on my links that are down below in the show notes where it says more. Go through that Amazon link before you do your own personal Amazon shopping. Whether you purchase those items or not, by going through my link, it benefits my channel and it costs you nothing. You can also hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and leave a comment. All those things definitely help out my channel and they cost you nothing. So help me out, do me a solid. It takes hours upon hours upon hours to not only record these videos, because you only see probably an eighth of what I actually record, but the time it takes to edit them as well. Finally, the last thing you can do is watch the videos all the way through to the end. Again, that costs you nothing, but it greatly helps the analytics of the channel. Thank you. Now back to the review. So now, are you going to move back to where your best friends and your mother and his mother, essentially, she's down in St. George, and where you now have a cousin because Aspen's had a baby? Or are we going to stay in North Carolina where Tony can play chess a lot? Because even David points out, I'll see if I can find the clip, they're like 5 hours away. The cousins aren't getting together that often. Okay, back to speed dating. Palate cleanser. Mary's synthesizing the information. Jen comes over to sit down and talk to her. Jen shares that she vetted Ron before he went in. Ron showed up late for the speed dating thing, and Jen was out in the lobby or the area where he came in and was talking with him for a little bit. So she found out about him and she realized, oh, he's the real McCoy. And so now Jen is trying to convince Mary to submit her stuff. Apparently, Mary was planning on not submitting any of the matches that she had, any of the information to say, yeah, I like this person. She wants to take time and think about it. Now, we know from all these years, Mary can't make a decision. Praise God for Jen, because she is pushing it.
Oh, you are filling out the effing QR code thingy. You're doing it. I will get my own and I will fill it out myself and put your name on it. I will forge your answers.
She started just by saying, I want to take a picture of your sheet so we have it as reference. And she goes, no. She's like, I'm going to take these sheets with me. I don't have to turn them in. Then you'll never match with the guy. Just go on a date, Mary. Come on. Some things haven't changed. That's one thing that hasn't changed. She cannot make a decision. She is just like Kody. Could you imagine just the 2 of them in a marriage together? Oof.
Let's put a pin in that.
He likes dogs, he likes to travel, and he's 6 feet tall. And he's handsome. So there's that. You want me to go get his number? I think that's Emily's job. Listen, I don't have time until tomorrow. You're here now.
Love Jen.
And it's not against the law. You're right. Yeah. Except for we're in church. That's not going to bother me.
So now we have the scene. Christine and David got up early in the morning to start their drive because they were going to go slower than Mykelti and Tony. And there's a dog that was sitting on their front porch. The cutest dog ever. And David's like, let's take it. Christine's like, don't touch it. It was just This interaction I really liked and appreciated. I really did. Because last year, she was very over the top with everything. She would have been like, David, don't do that. Oh, he's so crazy. David's so funny. He's so different from Kody. Like, that's what we got last year. She's settled in now, and it's really nice to see them just have a normal banter as normal people would have.
Ooh, don't let that thing in.
We
We don't allow rats.
That's not very nice.
Don't you get close to that dog, David.
Come here, little puppy. Come here. Come here. Come here. We'll sneak you in the car, okay? Shh, don't tell anybody.
What are you doing with
He said he wants to go with us.
And he's poking at her, and she's like, no, stop. It's just sweet. It's sweet. I really enjoyed this scene. It's so silly to say there's just this random dog, and this is a scene I enjoyed. But I enjoyed it because it felt like authentic Christine.
David, put that dog down.
Felt like Christine really being Christine and not playing to the cameras. Maps? We've been here for 2 days and you never told me you had maps of an aerial view of the property. You know, that we saw last episode. This I like.
Kody called me just really recently and has said, what if I just put us all on all the titles? I'm like, is the sky falling?
Finally. Maybe it was getting the lawyers involved. I don't know.
Well, I need to make sure Mary knows because I don't trust that Kody was going to call her.
This is where we start to see Janelle not giving a damn.
I have no freaking idea why he does that, but whatever. Whatever.
She's like, whatever. It's his job to call Mary, but he's incapable. He's a child. I don't think he will. I'll call Mary.
Why is he afraid to talk to me?
I don't know. Who the hell knows? I don't know. So, it was like
He says all this stuff about wanting to be friends with me and then he won't talk to me?
Such a good point. Such a good point, Mary. He's always saying like, oh, why can't we be kind? Why can't we talk to each other? Why can't we reach out? Why can't we? And he refuses to even call Mary to inform her about stuff. Hypocrite.
I'm completely upset then because
Again, if we had $1 for every time Kody's like, I didn't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. We're going to hear that in this next clip. Pay attention to the bright white new teeth in the front that don't match the rest.
because I didn't know what to do.
Gives the absolute worst explanation for why he spent 2 years and not moving on this. Here we go.
So she's kind of an ag.
Say that again.
She's kind of an ag.
My relationship with Mary and I, fortunately, are in a place where we'll always be friends. I'll never say a bad thing about Mary again.
She's kind of an ag, so I was like, oh, ignore her, you know? And then she's like, well, I'm going to do legal. And I'm like, well, okay, listen, we're going to sell the property. Well, you guys will all get your 25%. Why did everybody get so upset? Well, it's because I wasn't talking to him. Partly because I was kind of confused.
Praise God, he's hyped up on something because when he is, it's like truth serum to him. And he tells us really what's going on. Kody's talking so fast that I took the liberty of slowing it down, rewind, play, 1,000 times because he's talking so dang fast. And here's what he says. Mary and Janelle, I completely upset them. Not on purpose, okay? Like, I completely upset them because I didn't know what to do. So she's kind of a nag. So I just didn't, I was like, oh, ignore her, you know? And then she's like, well, I'm going to do legal. And I'm like, whoa. Okay, listen, we're going to sell the property. You guys will all get your 25%. Why did everybody get so upset? Well, it was because I wasn't talking to them. Partly because I was kind of confused. He's laughing through the whole thing. It's so funny that for 2 years he dragged his feet. And his excuse is that he was confused. I was confused. Even though I did it for Christine, quitclaim deed. So I had a lawyer that did it and I had somebody that was familiar with the property and I know exactly where to go and what to do. I'm going to say I was confused. I guess that's him defending Robin because Robin kept saying she didn't want to sell it, maybe. And she probably came right out and told him, if we just don't do anything for a long time, they're going to just move on.
She's the worst.
So now Janelle's going to share with us her opinion of the situation and the fact that he's now going to finally do what he should have done 2 years ago.
Like, he always wants to act like he's such a victim or that everybody's so mean to him or whatever. And he has this shy, pretty wife now, and she's really shy. And she's really pretty. So sorry, I couldn't help it.
She's not buying it for a second. She's not buying the fact that he's doing her a favor. She's not buying the fact that he's a victim in this whole situation. Not at all. She is so over him. So over him. She's just laughing about it. She's so over him, she's throwing a little dig at Robin at the same time. She might not be over Robin. She might not be over the fact that Robin took her money to buy the house and that she didn't get that back. I wouldn't be over it if I were her.
Whatever. Okay, sorry, side note. I just had to have an ex-wives club for just a moment. But anyway.
Janelle, no apologies needed. You go, girl. Y'all have an ex-wives club every month, okay? Film it. Get together over drinks. Get a little intoxicated and have an ex-wives club that the cameras are rolling for. We are here for it and do not apologize. His stupid, shy, pretty wife. First of all, she's not that pretty at all. OG3 prettier than she is. Second of all, not shy. We've covered that already. Not shy. Ex-shy. Not shy. And here coming up is the absolute proof that Janelle is over Kody. Let's watch.
Well, I invited him to be part of this conversation, and he's like, nah, like, I don't really like you. And I said, well, that's fine, I don't like you either.
And she said it before. She said it a few times, at least in the interviews. I'm trying to think if she said it in an interview. I know she said it a lot in this last interview, but he would not have seen that before they filmed this or before he would have said this. I'm trying to think if the year before she said that she didn't like him. She may have. That might be why he said it. At any rate, it's very clear she doesn't like him. And she has no interest in becoming friends with Kody and Robin.
So whatever. I don't care. I really don't care. Like, whatever he says does not bother me because I just don't care. From a therapeutic perspective, something that I have learned, when you don't have that emotion is when you move past the relationship. So congratulations. I'm having way too much fun at his expense. I'm sorry, but he's just hilarious when he says stuff to me that I think he thinks is going to get a reaction, and I just don't care.
Party time for Janelle. Now, the way that Mary congratulated her makes me think she knows she hasn't gotten there yet because she still has emotions. I can't wait until she doesn't. Christine doesn't have any emotions other than really kind of anger over her child, justifiable. Now Janelle is over him and just laughing at him. Mary's the last one we're waiting for. I can't wait for that day.
Like, I have hope now that this is going to happen, but I'm not holding my breath because I know how Kody Brown works.
Booyah, because he's a narcissist and he needs that narcissistic supply. He needs that banter back and forth with somebody. So he always did it with the OG3. Now he doesn't talk to Christine at all. So it's going to have to be Mary and Janelle. And Janelle's the only one that he really wants to talk to. Poor girl. So he's trying with her. She's stone cold. When legal is threatened and you both evoke legal counsel, it's the one thing Kody hates. He doesn't have control over legal. He's at the mercy of the courts. He doesn't want to get legal involved. Plus, he doesn't want to spend the money on legal counsel, so he'll get it done. And so now we cut to the road trip. There's a little bit of cutting back and forth between Janelle and Christine about the kids and where they're moving to because so many of their kids are now moving to North Carolina. Christine's not liking it. Understandably, as a mother, I get it. But Christine has always said, I'm not going to move there. She has no interest in moving there, which I get also because David's family is in Utah, so she's not going to leave there. Her family's in Idaho, at least her brothers are. She has other family in Utah. Her mom's there. She's not going to leave. Hayden's thinking about moving there. I think he already has in real time. Now Maddie's there. McKelty's there. And she said that Gwendolyn is thinking about moving out there. That's interesting. Gwendolyn is not by her right now. Gwendolyn's in Flagstaff. But I would love it if she moved out there. Yeah. Oh, and Truly. Truly wants to move to North Carolina. That's crazy. I'd love to know why. I'd love to know why Gwendolyn wants to move there, unless it's just family, and why Truly, because Truly's got to be close with Christine and David, so maybe it's just she wants to be by her siblings. I don't know. So the rest of the road trip, they start running into inclement weather. Dave is excited because he has a dream of being a tornado chaser. It's really cute. It's just really cute to see Christine being like, ugh, it's a dangerous thing. Why? No.
Across the country, seeing America.
And find tornadoes, honey.
Tornadoes. Now they have those shark tornadoes. I've seen them on a show before. They're out there.
David has an insane idea to be a tornado chaser.
So then Kody and Robin at this point are doing the exact same conversation they just had out on Coyote Pass. Again. They're doing it again. He just randomly brings it up. So like, here's the property and here's how we're going to divide it up so it's all equal. And she's like, okay, but I got to tell you, I really want to move. From here? Ugh. It's nauseating to watch the two of them and their little fake drama scene. The drama school of Kody College.
We just have to sign. I asked him to basically make it so I could, quick claim the lot, and then all four of us on this lot, and all four of us on this lot. And that literally makes us each 25% owner of the entirety of Coyote Pass.
Yeah.
But we don't even know if it'll sell.
Dramatic!
Yeah.
But I got to be really honest with you. I really want to move away from here. Not
Here?
this house.
This house?
She is acting so bad.
This house?
This house?
This house?
I had this huge experience.
Experience.
Wink.
We're not going to talk like this right now. We're going to talk like this. Get ready to be annoyed.
Because of the divorces, I've taken this experience and
Wink.
chopped it down to, like, I wish I'd have never done that kind of thing.
I wish I would have never done that kind of thing. I'm so tired of kind of thing. That's got to be another drinking word for this season, especially if it's the last one. If one more person says kind of thing, kind of thing, kind of thing, they overuse that phrase. Like, I get it if you want to use it here or there, but mark my words. Now that you're aware of it, you're going to hear it all the time. Kelty's a really bad abuser of that phrase, and she's not on the show that much. So that does take a big portion of it out. But Christine says it a lot. Robin says it a lot. Apparently Kody says it too.
These are some of the emotions that I have just gone through with having a triple divorce in 3 years.
You didn't have a triple divorce in 3 years. Get over yourself. Come on. Christine has been married for about 2 years now, which means she left about 3 years ago. And you told her that you weren't going to have a marriage with her anymore, but she could stay married into the family about a year before that. So yeah, 5 years ago, you pretty much kicked her to the curb. You're just sad you're not getting her money anymore. Then Janelle last year, you screamed and yelled at and cursed at on camera, and you kicked all her kids to the curb. She has no choice but to go tend to her kids. So you ended that as well. And your own words say that Mary can please leave. What is she doing staying here? I want her to go. Can she please leave? If she wanted to marry somebody else, she wouldn't get an argument from me. You were like, go.
I don't really consider myself married to Mary. If she wanted to move on and marry another, she wouldn't get an argument with me.
So playing the victim right now and saying, oh, I've had 3 divorces in 3 years. No. Nice try. You technically haven't gone through any divorces. You didn't even go through an annulment. You didn't even go through the release. You didn't show up. You've done nothing. You're just sad that their money is gone. So the gravy train is drying up. That's what it's all about.
And like Bruce's fragile male ego.
Do you have time?
Ding! So badly.
You want to sit down and we'll talk about it a little bit more?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have time? The two of you have no jobs and you're in that house all the time. You know exactly what he's doing and where he is.
Doing my own emotional thing, It's like, I don't know what to do with this. I got this happy life and a happy wife.
Lies. You do not have a happy wife. That chick doesn't crack a smile on her face unless somebody tells her that she just came into money. There was fake happy there at the beginning when she was trying to be the dominant wife. And then when she realized being the dominant wife meant none of the kids or the OG3 liked her, then she tried another technique. Shy wife. But happy wife. We've seen dominant wife. We see angry wife. We see victim wife. We've seen arrogant wife. We've even seen a little bit of angry wife. Sometimes she shows emotion. But happy? No. Not since her wedding day have we seen happy wife.
Our kids, they got all this other stuff. It was a memory, and because of the divorces, it just made it bad.
Oh my God, what is he talking about? What? I gotta go back. Are we jumping around from topic to topic, or are just his words not making sense? I have to look at this again.
I would like room for grandchildren with our kids to return home and feel safe.
Safe. Drink.
Like they got space.
Apparently, if the grandchildren must share a room with the other grandchildren, this creates an unsafe environment. Or if the grandchildren, now this I'll agree with, don't have a space they can escape from Robin and Kody, then they might not feel safe. All right, maybe you do need a 12-bedroom house. I'm finally realizing there may be some sanity in this logic if he were to admit he's not a safe person. And then Robin again says, your kids.
Space for your kids.
Oh, and we want space for your kids if they want to come.
Being honest with you, I think Truly would come and stay if she had a space that was her own.
Oh, that makes me so angry. It makes me so angry. He thinks the reason Truly doesn't want to be around him is because she doesn't have a space of her own. Can we just backtrack for a second? He kept saying Truly couldn't come and spend the night because she didn't have a space. Everybody had their own bedrooms. Nobody could share a bedroom with Truly. Nobody could share a bedroom with Truly.
I don't want to go over to Christine's house, but I don't have a place for Truly. My bedrooms are full. We got to make some kind of arrangement. Christine's been hassling me for months to get all my stuff out of her garage. I'm busy. I've got work to do.
That is so sad. So sad. So I guess she ended up, I don't know, on the couch. I don't know where she ended up. But he used to say she can't come visit because she doesn't have a space of her own. Let me look up here really quick. How many bedrooms? It was just on the market. 4,476 square feet. 5-bedroom home. It is a 5-bedroom home. And they could not figure out a way to give Truly space. You know it's also full of extra spaces. The basement is fully furnished and has a kitchen and a bathroom and everything. The girls could live down there. The teenagers could live down there. It could be like their apartment down there. That frees up 2 bedrooms right away. Truly could have a bedroom. Or does Robin's kids not want to do something for Truly? Do they not want to inconvenience themselves and give up their bedroom? But Kody's saying, I'll be honest. I think if Truly had her own space, she would come spend the night with us. Again, Kody's solution to his problems? Square footage.
I feel like that it's really important for Kody to repair his relationships with his kids. It really is this thought, if we have the space, they will come.
Quoting Fields of Dream, if you build it, they will come. In Fields of Dream, if I recall correctly, the voice told him to build a baseball field out of a cornfield, and that the old greats of baseball past, like Babe Ruth and all of them, would come out of the corn and play baseball with them. Isn't that how it went? Okay, I haven't seen it in like 20 years, but I do believe that's how it went. It's fiction. It's fake. That's what she's hanging her hat on.
You build it, they will come.
They're going to forget all the nasty things that their dad ever said about them, and they're going to say, big house? I'll go stay there. Dumb and dumber in this relationship, honest to God. How fun for us that she's actually opening her mouth now. She's gone to Kody College. And then Robin ends with her being the victim.
Shocker.
She's being a victim about a hypothetical that hasn't happened. She not only can find a way about being a victim of every circumstance, but now she's a victim of something that hasn't even happened, but it might happen.
It's going to be really, really difficult to drive down our street and come home and see houses or whatever being built out there. I've really struggled with it because we live really close to Coyote Pass. I would have to watch it get sold to people I don't know and then watch them develop the land, that might be really painful.
Might be. Better move quick.
Like 2 minutes ago, you were acting like you couldn't sell the place at all, and this home was your respite, and the kids are being really good here. And then all of a sudden, how can I possibly still live here? I have to look at Coyote Pass and strangers building houses. It could be the death of me.
Well, that'll be every day. I'm looking at a reminder of everything falling apart.
And you will watch them develop the land because you've taken all the trees out of your front yard. You used to have a beautiful pine tree wooded front yard. Not anymore. Got rid of all of them. So you can see down the street to properties beyond a quarter of a mile down where Coyote Pass is. That was your fault. You should buy a big multi-million-dollar house. That's what I think you should do.
Let's go on the deck. I want to do this because I want to go out there and feel it.
Duh. What are you talking about? Because I want to go out there and feel it. Good golly. Next.
Like, go, okay, we're starting a new adventure. We're starting a new experience.
How many times can we say experience in the first 2 episodes? Honest to goodness, people. Get a new vocabulary.
Whatever it is, you know, there's been lots of creative thoughts that I've had about that. And I get the feeling. I'm listening to him, but I don't know if selling the house and moving is the answer for that. I just don't know.
We're getting, like, I don't know, like, kind of, oh my God, I'm going to have to write this down. This is funny. This is funny. What does she say?
I need to move on. How about you?
This again? Stop being dramatic.
So they go on to have this conversation back and forth, where he's like, so what do you think about what we should do? And she's like, I don't know, I need a little time. He's like, but we should be working on it. She's like, I don't know. I really think that I should pray about this. And he goes, yes, you should pray. But if we find something, I'll tell you what, I have an idea. Here's my idea. My idea is you go find the house that you want. And she goes, well, the house that I want or the house that we want? And he goes, well, when you're happy, then everybody's happy.
But she will never be happy.
I just need to make sure that there's space for all the grandkids and Truly. No other kids, just grandkids and Truly. Okay. And then she said, okay, well, I'll think about it. I need time. And he says, okay. But then he throws this in because he can't help himself.
Just give me some time.
I will.
Listen,
But I still think, okay, think about it. But if we see a home, let's go look at it. Okay?
Okay, I'll give you time. But if we see something like tomorrow, we're going. And then the episode ends with a terrible, terrible thunderstorm with large hail.
We had the radio on, and all of a sudden they had an alert going on.
They did. There was a lot of alerts.
Alerts saying that there would be strong hailstorms coming. Seek shelter.
That is coming down and apparently even dented and cracked their windshield as it was coming down. So that was scary. And that was McKelty and Tony. It looks scary. It doesn't look like they played it up for the camera. You can see through the windshield the storm in the beginning of a funnel cloud, whether it develops into a tornado or not, I don't know.
Kelty called. The phone rings. I answer, and McKelty's like, we're in a tornado. We're in a tornado.
I just said drive right through it. Just keep on driving.
Don't they say get out of your car if there's a tornado and get down into a ditch? I remember hearing that as a kid. Does that still apply? Because I was a kid many years ago. I thought they said being in a car is one of the worst things that you can do. That you should be at the base of a tree and in a ditch. We're testing my brain from 40 years ago. So let me know right down below. Because I know a lot of you probably live in Oklahoma and other states where it's flat and there's lots of tornadoes.
Trying to fight it now? What is the goal here? Oh my God. Oh, it's denting the windows, Tony. Get off. It's denting the windows. It's broken the glass. Oh, where's the mic again?
So I would be scared if I were in McKelty and Tony's situation right now. That looked frightening to me. So write down below what I should do if I'm ever in that situation, in case I find myself in that situation somewhere between Ohio and Tennessee when I'm driving between the two. There are some sections of Kentucky along the way that are pretty flat. Could be a tornado alley. Okay, help me out here, people. I just did a whole video and it's going to take me a couple days to edit this thing. So help me out. Let me know what I should do in case of a tornado. It'll force me to read all the comments too because I'm so far behind on that. But suffice it to say, I've got like 4 videos in the can that I have to get edited and out. So content is coming.
Eventually.
I just need to get there. if I had more than 24 hours in a day, or if I could sleep less than 7.5, which is what my doctor makes me do. I don't always get 7.5. I could get more done. Okay. Thank you for sticking it out to the very end. I appreciate you. This was much longer than I thought it was going to be. Kody and Robin ended up driving me crazy at the end. Take care. God bless. Adios. I'll see you next time, sister friends. Goodbye.